Today, we're talking to Ms. Holmes, who is the president of Holmes, Inc. And of course, before we had our final break, Ms. Holmes, we were talking about efforts in expanding the small business.
Right.
But one of the things I'd like to talk about during this final segment is methods that can be used in order to keep customers. Because one thing I think you indicated earlier that sometimes you might be able to outrun your customer base, and et cetera. How do you, in marketing a small business to make it grow into a large business and make it grow into a huge business, what do you do in terms of keeping your customer and your customer base?
With what we do at Holmes Pest Control is that we do a quarterly newsletter. That's just keeping our customers informed, letting them know what goes out, what's coming up for that season, what bugs are out. This is Holmes Pest Control presents Pest Gazette, and we have that, and customers love that. And it's like, wow, I know what to look for. When you take the time out to inform customers of your business and what you're doing, that builds a customer loyalty there. They know that we're going to keep them prepared and keep them up on the up and up of what's out there, pest-wise, pesticides-wise, whatever. We keep them informed. Whenever we find out something, a new product, something great, something new, and we get information about it, we send this on to our customers. Bioorganic called me in a couple of weeks ago and said, hey, we're going to come out with a new product. This is going to be our full line for the 2001 season. We wanted you to look at it, tell us what you know. You know what? I made copies of this, asked them for more of these, and just mailed them out to about 200-300 customers just to let them know, hey, this is what's coming out. This is what's going to be new on the market in 2001. Well, they're going to be fully aware by the spring what to look for, and they're going to definitely go and shop. Another way is just the old-fashioned thank you.
Okay, very
Thank
good.
you for being my customer. We can never overlook that. We can it can never be underplayed or anything, no matter how technical we get. Thank you cards. Just buying a thank you card and jotting down a note. A customer who refers, a lot of customers pay special attention to them. Call them up and do something special for them every now and then. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything big. Just something to say thank you. Thank you for your business. One of the things that we did recently was, again, Bioorganic called us and said, we got a new product out called Shoe Bug. We want you guys to come out and check it out, try it out. And it's an insect repellent. So I looked at it, we tried it out, and we put our logo on it. And we mailed it to some of our really great customers, and you know what? They gave us feedback on it. They said, you know, this is really great. Thank you for thinking about us. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. And then in turn, they send several other customers to us. We like, whenever we go in and we find out you're a chocolate lover, you know, everybody loves chocolate, Hershey's bars. Well, we got a company that makes candy bars and put our logo on it, and then on the back, you know what, we just trade out with. We have the EcoSmart on there. We have all of the affiliations that we're a part of, our phone number, and our email address and post office box. So, you know, when people eat this, they go, wow, thank you. You know, everybody likes a little snack break. So it really works out. It's great to just let your customers know you appreciate you. Then another thing that we can do is teach about our business.
Very good.
We have to teach customers what we do and why we do what we do. And a lot of times it's not just coming in, we're just going to spray and then we out of there. No, we take the time out to identify what the problem is, what's going on, talk to them, communicate to your customer. And a lot of times you get that feedback that in and out you wouldn't normally get. Another thing that's really good is just making sure you're following up.
Good, very good.
Follow up with your people. If someone passed me in a store and if they just happen to mention, well, you know, I got bugs, you know, follow up. Even if it's just something off the top of their head and not a sincere sale, that follow up can easily turn into a sale. Retaining that customer base, teaching your customer, and then customer loyalty. You know, I try to do business with those who do business with me. Even if it's a small company, because sometimes our prices tend to be a little bit higher than a bigger company, but it's something about me doing business with someone who's doing business with me that is going to definitely breed a relationship, that's going to create a relationship where they're going to make sure that they're going to take care of me. And I do that a lot. I will refer a lot of people to a lot of customers that I'm doing business with.
And so in essence, I think what we're saying today here is that you can have a small business, you can move to the next level, and it's not that expensive.
No.
There are methods that you can use that are almost penny methods in a real sense in terms of how much you have to pay for the kind of exposure that you get, and then to be able to thank somebody for for cooperating and working with you and bartering and all of these things, the things that all of us need who have small businesses, who have been able to survive and grow in these small businesses, because we know that many of them do collapse and that there's a large turnover. But you're telling us that that you can grow these businesses and market these businesses without a lot of money, and there are many ways to do that. Is that what we're saying? Well, let me thank you, Ms. Holmes, for bringing us that excellent information by today, and to say that I think that a lot of people will be encouraged to know that there are methods whereby they can go and they can use to grow these businesses, and you've provided us with that information today. And let me thank you for bringing that. And let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.